Welcome back to Let's Play Darkest Dungeon. I'm your host, Timepants, and today we are venturing back into the Cove for our long-awaited showdown with the Siren. Fortunately, these guys are only 9 of 14 experience to level 3, so we shouldn't have to worry about them out-leveling the dungeon. We are going to need them for one more showdown with the pirate ship. I know it has a proper name. What is it? Drowned Crew. Yeah, we'll definitely be using these guys again. So yeah, they hopefully all survive. Let's get to it. I feel like I'm forgetting something here. Oh, yes, I adjusted the volume of the narration and the cinematic. I hope I don't blow anybody's eardrums out, but I want everybody to be able to listen to the introductory cutscene. So yeah, I did make that accommodation because I know some people were complaining about it being too quiet. So here we go. Like I said, I hope it's not too loud.
My lofty position wasn't always accompanied by the fear of office. And there was a time when I could walk the streets or raise a glass in the tavern without concern for molestation. Faithful as the tide, one precocious village waif made it her hobby to shadow my every errand. It was charming then, troublesome later.
Alright, so
I always wondered what became of the unfortunate little waif.
okay, so apparently, yeah, your ancestor has some sort of connection to the Siren. Now, I mean, traditionally, the boss is here at the farthest point from where you start. I don't know if that's changed. I hope not, but I mean, we have to go through enough as it is. So, we only get one camping session, so we have to make it count. Against my better judgment, I guess we'll feast. Sharpened spear. This is how we do it. Gosh, I feel like if she gets stolen, we are in big trouble. Okay. Dark Ritual? No. Unspeakable Commune. Alright. Good. Well, here we go. Hopefully we don't get ambushed, of course. It's not terrible unless... Oh, no. Never mind. It's like the worst thing that could have possibly happened. That's so annoying. I probably should have just backed him up. This is fine, though. Okay, good. Let's... Huh. Who's going to be the most annoying? I think it's going to be you. Because our stress situation is fine, so I'm not really worried about what she can do. But you are really annoying. Okay, yeah, fortunately, this is not much of an ambush, but, I mean, every encounter is going to wear us down just a little bit at a time until, yeah, we're finally there at the end, and it's just a question of if we can hold out. Bleed, and you're done. Alright, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good. That wasn't the absolute best way we could have handled the encounter, but honestly, we didn't get punished too badly, and away we go. let us see here. Okay. Let's just deal with you right away. Yeah, stress is fine, as long as we remember not to break those mysterious stones. I guess we probably won't have to worry about our characters having a psychotic break. I am getting a little bit worried at how deep we're getting into our bandages here, pretty much right from the outset. Yeah, that troubles me a little bit. But probably fine. Really, if I could have my pick, we're going back into Fantasyland here. If I could have my pick of who the Siren steals, I want it to be Ballet. I want it to be the bounty hunter. And let me just explain my reasoning here, because I think it's sound, and maybe by talking it out, maybe I'll realize that it's not, and it's actually a very foolish idea, and then maybe I can make some adjustments to my strategy to accommodate for that. Great. Okay, so let's talk it out here. If she steals, well, let's just go down. Let's go down the roster here, honestly. You might want to get rid of this. We're gonna get rid of his because we can guarantee it, and it is a negative quirk that we don't want to have. Okay, let's talk this out. So if Bluette did I just walk into that? I did, didn't I? I'm an idiot. Okay, so if our Hellion gets stolen, what do we do? What's the play? Annoying. Very annoying. Alright, if our Hellion gets stolen, what is the play? What skills do we not want her to have? I guess, yeah, maybe that's where we should start. What skills do we absolutely not want to have used against us? Barbaric, yeah. Like, no question. That is the single most destructive skill that she could possibly... We're in big trouble. Thank you for not exploding. Yeah, that is, without question, like, the single most devastating thing that she could possibly bring to bear against us. We can survive... We can survive a lot, but, yeah, eating 2 stuns in the front row, like, it doesn't matter that... Yeah, it doesn't matter that her damage will be, like, debuffed in the next turn. Like, that doesn't matter at all. That's not a boon for us. So, yeah, we have to, before we go into the fight, we have to take Barbaric Yep out of the equation. Okay. Good. Other than that, is there anything that we really need to worry about? Not particularly. Not particularly. I mean, we don't want breakthrough because that would hit every single party member. That would be catastrophic. Okay, so Hellion, just make sure she doesn't have Yep. As a matter of fact, we're just going to take it off right now, and we will give her... actually, let's give her Adrenaline Rush, because we don't want her to be taking damage. We do want her to be able to heal herself. And so if she does that, that's 1 round that we don't have to worry about her taking big damage. Okay. Good. Next. Okay, what if our bounty hunter gets taken? What do we absolutely not want him to use against us? Annoying. Annoying. Very annoying. I hate you. Okay. What do we absolutely not want him to use on us? I mean, we don't want him to use his stun. That would be bad. That would be really bad for us. Is there anything else? Is there anything else that should worry me? I don't think so. We can't be marked, I don't think. Now, if we can be marked, obviously we can't. Obviously, we really need to be careful. But I mean, we don't have that information, so I think we just have to proceed as though. Yeah, I think we just need to proceed as though we won't be marked. And if at a later time we discover that you can be marked and that was a horrible misplay, then yeah, we have to just kind of deal with that, I guess. Okay. So, what do we absolutely not want? Okay, so let's say our occultist gets stolen. I mean, straight up, worst thing that can possibly happen is he heals the Siren. But I don't think there is any. I don't think there's any sane argument for abandoning our healing. Yeah, I don't think we can possibly justify. We're gonna delay and see if we can get a heal. Yeah, I don't think there's any sane argument for taking his healing away. What else might he use? I mean, from here, vulnerability hex is bad. Vulnerability hex is probably the worst thing that could happen to us, honestly. Because I am planning on making heavy use of our Houndmaster for his dodging. I think you need to... No, keep that. Ditch this for that. Okay. Okay. Is there anything else that we need to be concerned about? Is there anything else that we should find troubling about our occultist being stolen? No, not really. Just looking at this, I don't see anything that really stands out as being particularly dangerous. Yeah. So, Houndmaster. What's the worst thing that could possibly happen if our Houndmaster gets stolen? Guard dog. Absolutely 100% guard dog is the worst thing that could happen. Is there anything that we can do to mitigate that? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if there's anything that we can do. Because, yeah, I don't want to be without that. I just realized that I didn't level up. I didn't, like, level up anybody's skills or weapons or armor. So we are effectively level 1 right now. Crap. That's really bad. That's terrible. Oh my... That's really bad. I may have doomed the mission before it even began. That is horrible. And bleed. Oh boy. Crit or 2. He got more stress relief than he did healing. Fantastic. Okay, and that is almost death's door. Not quite. Yeesh. This is not going well. At least we did buff his speed up, so he is getting to go first. But wow. That is a devastating realization. Yeah, I might have doomed the party. We might be dead here, because that is a big mistake. I think that's healing though. That's some. And trap. Good. Okay. I feel like they have made traps easier to disarm, because it used to be that even when I used a big heavy hitter or a expert disarming class, just to make my point clear, it used to be that, you know, even at like 95 or 100% disarm, I would still have traps backfire on me. But I feel like at some point it got easier to disarm. I mean, maybe that's just confirmation bias, but it seems like I haven't been struggling with it as much. Okay. Alright. Just, unfortunately, one more encounter to get through, and really, this is of no help to us. So rather than finding a useful interactable here, we just got basically hot garbage. Alright, that's a good start. Let's see if we can close this out before anybody gets hurt. Okay. That is damage we cannot afford to take. Fortunately, he's dead, and I feel very comfortable delaying to the next round. I think. I'm gonna risk it. Hopefully he gets to stun. Okay. Alright. Scummy, and I apologize, but I feel like it's just good horse sense. But I am gonna kill it now, because honestly, it seemed like that was not really a guarantee that yeah, we'd be able to. Yeah, it's not really a guarantee that we'd be able to get the turn before. Yeah, it didn't feel like we were guaranteed to get the turn before that that fishman got a swing on us. Okay, so I screwed up royally. This is really bad. This could easily doom the party. Iron Swan is not useful. Do I just go with 3 skills? Because I don't want breakthrough, and there's no possible benefit to having it. If it bleeds, is useful, because I don't know where she'll be positioned, and if we need to hit the 3rd row, we're going to want to have this. Wicked Hack, we just need it for basic damage. I think we just run 3 skills on her. Alright, I know that she's vulnerable to stun. Let's ditch Come Hither, because I don't want him pulling the party around. I would imagine Hook and Slice is not useful, because probably she has high bleed resist. Yeah, I don't want him pushing or pulling the party around. I'm going to keep Flashbang. I might regret it. Okay. Sacrificial Stab. We're going to keep, because I don't want to be in a situation where, you know, our primary damage dealer is dead and we just don't have the damage to close it out. Abyssal Artillery, I don't see any use for it. Although, it fills up a slot. Huh. No. Hands from the Abyss? It's interesting. You have to be in the front too, but if somebody gets pulled from in front of him, he is the front too. Okay, I like it. Alright, last. Yes, I want you to be able to heal yourself. Guard dog we're going to be relying on. Oh, you probably do need to be able to mark a target, because if our cultist gets taken, we want our bounty hunter to be able to get the mark. Hound's Rush. I think in the beginning, we're going to eat that dog treat and get the big buff. Okay. So we're going to keep this. We're going to keep this. This is the only healing that we have. I'd really like for him to be able to stun, but he's not going to be in the front two anyway. Okay. And finally, we're going to remove this. If we have to run, I want us to be able to keep the map. Okay, here we go. Gosh. Oh, man. Okay, it is a double wide enemy, it looks like. It's a lot of health to get through. Eat up. Bleed, okay. And stun. Oh, you. Alright, okay. Like I said, this is the one that... What? He resisted it? You can do that? Oh boy, this sounds like an AoE. Oh, okay. So we have ads. Alright. Maybe we use him to kill the ads. That's annoying. That's bad. But you finish him off, and now you two can continue to focus on him. And now I am really glad that, darn it, no. Ahahaha. Alright. Not marked anymore, so we need to take care of that post-haste. Pressure crash. Hey, I don't know what that was going to do, but that looked sinister, so I'm really glad that we dodged it. Oh boy, okay, I feel like this is going alright. Let's, we have one more round of the damage, so let's just take it. And then next, we are going to stun, I hope. Or no, I think we just have to mark. Fight for love. Hey. I feel like I nailed it. I feel like I made a good choice there. Okay. I don't know what that is, but for as inaccurate as that attack is, it must be devastating. So we do not want any part of that. Boy, let's see. Yeah, let's just mark. And I think we can close it out here. Maybe. Yeah. So, the takeaway that I'm getting from this is that debuff resist is absolutely essential. Like, ooh, having her in the front is bad. Yeah, that's not good. I think we just try and go for the kill. Okay, that's actually not bad. Okay, mark. Yeah, I think we just have to go for the kill here. I like that there are two ticks that, that there are two ticks there that indicate that she gets to attack twice. Finished.
The lifeblood of any port can resume again now that the
Wow. Well, that was a thriller. I do feel like good preparation there definitely won the day. We certainly did not overpower her by any stretch of the imagination. Yeah, we're definitely keeping that around, I think. Overall, that went really well. That was very successful. So,
I see something long absent in the
all right.
sunken faces of passersby.
Let's see.
A glimmer of hope.
All right. Next time, Sodden Crew. Sodden Crew. Sodden Crew. All right. But yeah, that's it for today. I've been recording now for a pretty long time, so I think I am gonna take a breather. Come back tomorrow and find out what's going on with the Sodden Crew.